All right, now when it comes to old glass and silverware, most people just, you throw it away. But for a local artist, these items are where she finds her creativity. This morning, TV6's Ansley Watson is telling us where you can find that. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. I'm standing in a very unique store called Revisions, which is in downtown Marquette and displays so much amazing stuff. If you walked in here, you'd see porcelain bowls, you'd see silverware made out of our spoons and forks made into jewelry, and you'd see lighting like you've never seen before. The owner and designer, Michelle Dupras, started back in 2008, but opened this store up in March. So stick around, we'll talk more about how she opened it up and how she makes these unique designs. Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
That sounds really cool. Thank you very much, Ansley. As we get ready for the day, well, some of you might be picking up your spoons, getting ready to eat some breakfast, maybe. Back 11 after the hour. You know, the UP is home to a lot of artists and designers. Now, one started her own business and studio in downtown Marquette. Ansley Watson is there this morning to learn more about what she has on display. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. I am surrounded by piece after piece of porcelain bowls and just handcrafted jewelry. It's incredible. I'm joined this morning by the owner and designer of Revisions, Michelle Dupras. And Michelle, obviously you're quite talented. How did you begin? Where did this interest come from?
Well, I've been making stuff as long as I can remember, but when it came time to kind of figure out what I wanted to do for a living and went off to college, I enrolled in the art and design department at Northern and went through the ceramics program and kind of developed my love for ceramics there. After college, I just knew I would have to be a little more creative in finding a way to make a living making stuff. So I kind of started making pieces and made myself a website, and it's just really grown from there.
Yeah, before we talk about how you opened the store, because it opened back in March, but you started in 2008. Where did you start? How did you begin that?
Okay. Well, after graduating in 2006, I was actually doing design work with a local interior designer, which I loved doing, but I really missed making things with my hands. So I set up a little studio in my basement in downtown Marquette, where I just started creating different pieces and putting them up on a website that was little known at the time called Etsy. And throughout the years, it just really grew, and about a year and a half into it, I realized that it was something that I could do full-time. So
we're looking at some awesome bowls here. How do you go about even making these?
These are actually created through a process called slip casting. Slip casting is an industrial ceramic process, but don't let that fool you. What we do is we actually make a mold, and we cast liquid clay into the mold. Once the bowl shape has formed, each of them are removed and then hand carved. So all of them are one of a kind, unique. They're carved with a rasp and then fired to cone 6, which is about 2,300 degrees. We formulate our own glazes. They're all food safe, microwave safe, dishwasher safe, makes them very functional. But it's really fun that they're all unique and one of a kind.
You definitely do great work here. Stick around. In the next segment, we're going to be talking about the jewelry she creates here and the awesome lighting also made. Stick around. Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right, thank you very much, Ansley. As we get ready for those bowls, were very eye-catching and very bright, so they woke me right up. I like that.
Well, if you've been looking for a unique gift for someone or some new decorations for your home, Revisions Design Studio can help you out. We're joined this morning by Ansley Watson to show us some of the unique creations you'll find there. How's it going, Ansley?
It's going good, Sam. I couldn't even attempt to make some of the stuff that she has in here. It's just incredible. I'm joined this morning by Michelle Dupras, and she is the designer and owner of Revisions. Michelle, we were talking a little bit more earlier about your ceramic bowls, but let's talk about the jewelry that you make. You make rings and bracelets out of knives and spoons and forks. Where do you find these things and how do you make them?
Yeah, sure. When I started Revisions, the whole concept of Revisions was to re-envision or upcycle, if you will, before upcycling was that hip term, to re-envision something old and make it into something new. So when I initially started, we had a line of spoon jewelry, and we've continued to do it today. These are all made from antique silverware, so silver-plated flatware, that we then fashion into rings, bracelets, earrings. We also use the knives from the sets and make cute little bud vases. So it's a great way to take something old and give it a new life. People bring in their silverware that they have, different family heirloom patterns, and have it made into jewelry. Great way to use something, keep it in the family, and actually make it into something that'll get used rather than just sitting in a drawer.
Right, so now I want to talk about this lighting. It, like you said, upcycling. You do it with this lighting too. You found antiques things that you make these lights out of. Where do you find these?
Yeah, okay, so the lighting has been kind of a continuation on this theme. For the last couple of years, we've been making custom one-of-a-kind lighting pieces by using antique parts such as pulleys, different farm implements. And what we do, I work with a couple of pickers out from the West End, Negaunee and Ishpeming area, that go to different estate sales, auctions, and they find me all these really cool old parts that I can then kind of fix up and modify into these custom lighting pieces. It makes them really truly unique, creates a great focal point. And part of opening the store was so we could really expand on that concept. We just did all the lights for the Steinhaus Market. If you go into their new restaurant, formerly the Union Grill, you'll get to see a lot of the pieces of our work. But they're all truly unique and one of a kind. Makes it really not just functional, but a functional piece of art, if you will.
Right, right. So before you moved in here, how can people relate to the store? What was it before?
We're actually located in the old Farmer Q's space. It's 219 West Washington, right next to Baby Cakes. When we took the space over in March, we did quite a bit of renovating, so it looks completely different. But you can still find us right downtown, across from the post office. What's really nice about the store too, everything is handmade, but we hit a lot of different price points. So whether you're shopping for a gift, great for wedding gifts, anniversary gifts, or even with the holiday season. We hope people keep us in mind when they do their holiday shopping. We have a lot of different price points that we hit, whether it's the jewelry or the lighting, or if you're looking for something truly unique, we love to do custom work as well. So.
Thank you so much for being with us this morning, Michelle. You'll definitely want to stop by and see what she has in here for you. It's really neat stuff. Reporting live in Marquette, Ansley Watson, and we'll be back with more of your TV6 morning news after the break.